My name is Ronan Mac-Yogane. I come from the 11th century Kingdom of the Isles, and I'm a member of the Society of Creative Anachronism. What that means is we're a society, a group, creative. Sometimes you'll see some stuff that you're like, wait, that's hockey gear. Okay. We do with what we have. Or we might do our garb not exactly the way it was done. We try and look at the Middle Ages the way it would have been fun and the way it would have been ideal. So we try not to reenact the play. And an anachronism is something that is out of place in time. So I'm going to have each member of our group come up, tell you their name and the area that their persona or what they try and recreate is from. So they're all an anachronism, something out of place in time.
My persona, my name is Thomas the Shieldmaker. I would be from around 1217 in England.
I'm Sergeant Abdullah al-Rashid, and I'm an Ottoman Turk Janissary from the 16th century, late 16th century.
This is Orion. He doesn't have an SCA name yet.
So it makes me come from no place or no time. My name is Julian Fruin. I don't exactly have a country of origin yet, but I am technically Celtic.
Hello, my name is Christy Lamarche. I also am one of those lovely people who have no specific persona, but if you take a close look at the garb I'm wearing, you'll find that I'm a very nice mishmash of what not to do in combining different times and periods and places. The dress is Spanish, the hat is German, the shoes are none of the above. My lovely companion Bronwyn here would like to introduce herself as well.
I'm from the French Spears. I am a Welsh woman from around the 1st century AD.
I'm Buren in Ragdow. I'm from the same place he is.
She's my wife.
I'm Christiana de Weaver, the Honorable Lady. I am from 13th century Castile, part of Spain.
I'm Sergeant Don Lázaro de Toledo. I'm from 14th century Castile, which is part of Spain.
My name is Margarita de Rafael. I was born into a Turkish household and married an Italian, where we now live happily in Florence as a baron and baroness, and we are the baron and baroness of Red Spears.
The Baron and Baroness are representatives of the Crown of the Middle Kingdom. So the Society for Creative Anachronism is a worldwide organization divided into kingdoms, like Boy Scouting is divided into councils. We belong to the Middle Kingdom, which is Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and a little bit of Kentucky. We're going to have some fight demonstrations for you, so for our fighters to put their helmets on. Get ready. When we fight, we wear helmets because our legal target areas are everywhere an inch above the knee and an inch above the wrist. Any other part of the body can be struck. This is a full contact martial art that we do. Okay, we try and recreate combat. The difference is we get up and walk away at the end. Okay? We're not reenactors. It's not like the Civil War reenactors where they go, we're going to do the Battle of Shiloh and they know who wins in the beginning. We recreate things, so we take styles and we go out and we actually have a full contact martial art. Alright, so we've got Sergeant Abdul and Thomas are going to go ahead and fight. They are going to call blows, they're not going to act them out, just so you can see what they're doing. Notice he called good, that was a head blow. In the bear pit. Center up, come this way a little bit, Les.
Okay.
Okay, as they're spiking,
Ready?
we fight with rattan. Rattan is a natural grass similar to bamboo, but you notice it's marked with duct tape. That's how we mark our spiking surfaces or blades. So it's not that we just have to hit the other guy with the stick, we actually have to hit him in a directed blow where it's a blade, like a normal sword would cut.
Good in.
Let's go ahead and have it's like wild. We fight with different weapons. Sergeant Lazaro was fighting with a sword and buckler, and Thomas was fighting with a shield and a hammer.
What's the end of the hammer made of?
The end of the hammer is normally a compressed foam. We use blue camp foam for a lot of stuff. We have different shield styles depending on our personas. As a fighter's been fighting more time, they tend to improve their fighting armor. A lot of times we start with, you'll see some hockey pads or stuff like that. That's just to get us on the field. Sergeant Abdul has been fighting for quite a while, so he's improved his kit to look more period, more like the time that he would be from. They want to hit me, but I'm not putting my helmet on. Yes, it's an Ottoman and a Spaniard.
Last row. Beware of projectors.
We do fight with long weapons sometimes, like polearms and spears. We can't do that in here because some of us already hit the ceiling on us because of our altitude. Other those don't have that problem. Let's go one more. If I could have you two introduced, you guys are going to earn badges and awards today. Within the society, we also earn different awards. Both Lazaro and Abdullah are both sergeants. They are members of the Order of the Red Company, so that's a title that they hold. And we had our Baroness, who is our representative of the Middle Kingdom Crown. So we have different awards that people have earned, and these two are very excellent fighters that have been recognized for that by becoming sergeants. Thank you. And we have two very excellent artisans that are going to show you some of the things that they've done and talk about that just real briefly.
Well, thank you. Okay. I can take as long as you want, trust me, I have no problem talking. Hello again, everybody. Rhoda has asked me to talk to you a little bit about what we call arts and sciences. Anybody have an idea what that means? Anybody with ideas? Young man down in the front, yes. What do you think arts and sciences are?
They're about creativity and knowledge.
Absolutely! Thank you! In case anybody didn't hear that, I want a round of applause for this young man. In case you didn't hear him, he said it's about creativity and knowledge. And creativity is so important to us in the Society for Creative Anachronism. It's so important we put it in our name. So what we call arts and sciences are basically anything that isn't doing what they just did. It isn't just like trying to hit somebody with your armor, if you have to tape together a new sword, if you have to paint up your shield to look all cool like these guys have. That's arts and sciences, and there's lots of other stuff you can do too. And I do a lot of what we call fiber arts. Anybody know what fiber is? What's fiber? What's fiber?
But isn't it like
I'll give you a hint. You're wearing some of it right now.
I am?
You are. Everybody in this room, I don't see anybody here without clothes on, so yes, you're all wearing fiber. What is fiber?
Clothes.
Clothes! Clothes are made out of fiber, yes! Fibers are anything you can stick together to make something else out of it. So like string and yarn and the cloth that your clothes are made of, that's all fibers. And I do a lot of fiber arts, and her ladyship Christiana also does a lot of fiber arts. And that's what this contraption is for. Anybody know what this is called? What's it called? A loom. A loom, yes, thank you. And this is a special kind of loom. This thing is called an ankle loom. And yes, I know it's really big. It's called an ankle loom. And the design is designed for a special kind of weaving. And I'm using it for something else. I'm using it for what we call tablet weaving. These little guys are my tablets. If you can see, I've got strings strung through the little tablets. And the direction that I turn the string determines what threads are on top. And that's what gives me this neat little ramshorn pattern I've got going on here. So if you take a real close look, there are strings going through here, and when I turn them, it gives me this cool little pattern I've got going on down at the beginning. And Christiana here has a whole book full of this stuff. She is really, really good at doing this. She does it a lot, and it got her a couple of awards actually. She's so good at what she does. So she's got a book she's going to walk around with and show you some of the neat projects that she's done to get all kinds of crazy, ridiculous patterns that look super duper cool. Because who here likes to dress up and look good? I see an awful lot of fancy uniforms in this room. I better keep some more hands. Oh yeah. Because guess what? That's the thing that people have liked to do since the dawn of time. Even before the period that we study, people like to dress up and look good. And the fancier your clothes can be, the better you look, right? So there are lots of different ways to do that. Another thing you can do to make your clothes fancy is embroidery. This whole little pouch is covered in embroidery. It took me about a year to do this. It takes a really long time. All of what we now call Germany, it wasn't one country until like really, really recently. World War I, I think, correct? But this is a 14th century German sign that's really popular, geometric shapes. The Germans did a lot of this. So I'm going to move on a little bit now away from the fiber arts, because that's what I love, and I know not everybody does. Who here uses toothpaste?
You better raise your hand.
I should see lots more hands than that. Who here uses toothpaste? Daily, I hope.
Yeah.
Who here thinks that they had toothpaste like we use now in the Middle Ages? Anybody? They did use toothpaste, but it looked a little bit different than what we use now. Where did my toothbrush go? It's in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. All right, guess what? In the Middle Ages, your toothbrush looked like this. It wasn't a toothbrush, it was a little piece of cloth. And what you did was you wrapped it around your finger like this, and you dumped it in ash from the fireplace, or extra special little concoctions made out of spices, or herbs, or whatever else you had laying around. And I have here, I'm going to walk around and let y'all smell this, because this was here in toothpaste recipe, made out of cinnamon, spices, and all kinds of good stuff. Who here thinks that would taste pretty good? It does. It smells good. And this is what you use for toothpaste. Who here thinks they had deodorant in the Middle Ages? Those people with their hands up are right. They did. It
100 people, so I'm going to shut up and let her talk.
How many of you love cake? Everyone? Do you know what kind of foods they may have had back in that time period?
Granola bars?
What do you think they may have had? Did they have fish? They had breads.
I thought.
Pizza. Sort of. So how many of you like things like corn?
Yeah.
They didn't have that back then. Not like Europe. It's a New World food. It was only here in the Americas. They would have had cows, so they could have steak. Yeah. They had pigs, so they could have things like bacon, yes. They had chicken. No turkeys. Turkeys are here from America. So there would have been no turkeys. Well, not exactly barbecue. That cooking method, yes, because barbecue is not a sauce. Barbecue is the way you cook. Slow and low. Deer, yes, they had deer. How many of you think they would have things like macaroni and cheese? Do you like macaroni and cheese? Yeah. Do you think they would have had macaroni and cheese back then? They did. Because they had cows and they could make cheese and they could make pasta from flour. So they could make macaroni and cheese. Yes. Do you think they had like sausages and hot dogs? Yes. You didn't have to do that because that's very much a German food. Not exactly corn off, but they did like take stuffing things inside other things. There's something from the country that my person is from called haggis. How many know what haggis is? That's where you take sheep's heart and its lungs and its livers and kidneys, and you chop all this stuff up and you mix it with oatmeal and spices, and then you shove it in the stomach of the sheep, and then you cook it. Yes, chop up all the ingredients and you stuff it inside there.
What about Grasimo?
Right, you guys ready to start fighting?
The fighters are going to act out all blows except for kneeling, because we don't want to tear the floor up. So if they lose a leg, just stay stationary. Okay, Battle the representative of the Middle Kingdom. Battle the one who inspired you today. Their wives are off there somewhere. And battle to your most worthy and noble opponent. On guard, lay on. He was hit in the arm. Sergeant after all made a chivalrous move and put one of his swords behind his back.
I don't think that the young'uns have learned how we're supposed to die on the field yet.
Just kill him.
Just kill Eric.
Lots of practice.
Kill Ronan. Yay, let's row. Oh!
Please call.
know.